other words, I know as young believers, and some of you are young, you just come to faith in Christ, and I know as a young believer, I needed to feel his presence. I needed every prayer that I prayed to be answered. And he knew that. He would answer prayers then that I believe that he probably wouldn't answer now for me. But he knew that I needed to have prayers answered. I needed to feel his closeness. I needed to feel his presence. I needed to feel like he was always there. But I believe that he doesn't want us to stay there. I think that he wants to wean us from having to need his presence felt and bring us into a place of maturity where even when we don't feel his presence, we still believe that he's there. Yeah. Even when we're in the valley, we still know the Lord is with me. Thank you, Lord. I think that's the weaning process that he wants for all of us, not to keep us as little children, if you were, needing to have every prayer answered, needing to feel his presence all the time, needing to have hair stick up on the back of our necks, needing to have goosebumps about the Lord. I think there's a place in this text here where he's letting the boys know that I've been with you all this time, but you were younger then. But now I'm about to leave, and I'm expecting for you to still know that the Father loves you when I'm gone. Yes. I'm expecting for you to still understand that I haven't changed just because I've changed locations. I am still the one who has provided for you. I'm still the one who has protected you. I'm still the one who's been with you and healed you. I am still the one who fed the 5,000. And just like I fed them then and fed you then, I'll feed you even after I'm gone. Yeah. And they needed to know this because after all, Jesus is on his way out and they don't know what to do. And yet he says to them, he said, yet in a little while I'll be gone. And what he's trying to do, he's trying to cut, if you will, the umbilical cord of them being emotionally attached to him. And to need him physically there. They had enjoyed his presence for such a while that they knew that as long as they were with Jesus, he could just turn around and feed them whatever they needed. He could give them whatever they needed. If they needed something, they were right there. But now the circumstances are beginning to change in the text. And what he's trying to get them and us to understand today is that it's time to grow in our faith and not just in our feelings. Somebody say faith. Faith. Over feelings. Yeah, here he is. He's letting them know that he won't always be there in the same physical way that he was before. So he talks to them. He said, I talked to you before in figurative language, but watch this. But now I want you to read my lips. The text said he recognized that I talked to you before in figurative language. Why? Because I was still there with you. And so you needed that. But now I'm about to depart, and I just want you to know plainly that I am about to leave. Did you know that in the life of every believer, I believe that God, I know in my own life, that he intentionally removes the feelings of his presence in my life. It doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't happen every week. It doesn't happen every month. But over my lifetime with the Lord, and over my span of walking with the Lord, I can recall numerous of times where I just felt like he wasn't there. I felt the dryness. I felt the coldness of the winter season in my life. I just felt like as if there was a gap between he and I. And I believe that God oftentimes intentionally removes how we feel so that he might build up our faith.